Hey guys, I just watched the Sony conference tonight, and I watched the after show. Uh, I saw their after show with Spider-Man, and it's amazing footage. I'm really excited about that game. I'm really excited to see a bit more of it, and I'm glad that they showed another good trailer from it today. Um, but I'm here just to give my opinion on the conference as a whole, and to give my opinion on how Sony's doing in terms of games and in terms of them they're just how they've been handling conferences over the years. So let's get started. They started with The Last of Us, and they started with that the guy playing that instrument, and the banjo thing, and they're playing the theme song of the show, of the game, and it's just I lost interest. I didn't come to see a concert. I came to see a game being played, or to show off the game. And they have this dude just playing the effing banjo for 5 minutes or so. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit, man. I don't give a shit. I have ears. I can listen to the damn theme song anytime I damn want to. Why are we doing this at a game show? This isn't a concert. But he played, and he played on, and they finally showed the game. The gameplay looked fine. It looked like the Last of Us, really. If you played The Last of Us beforehand, it looked like it played just like that. And I didn't see anything too different from how how the other game played. So take that for what you will. But the game does visually look really good. It's Naughty Dog is really good at blending cinematics with gameplay, and they're really good at getting those animations just right. And they seem to have really done a lot better this time. Well, I shouldn't say this time, but they've done a lot. They've improved since Uncharted. 'Cause Uncharted was really good too, but this one is just it was really hard to see where the cinematics began, the gameplay began. Cinematics began and the gameplay ended. So it was an interesting to see that. There's really all you can really say for it. I found it funny that afterwards the crowd didn't clap. I mean, they were just sitting there, and I was like, what the hell happened after the presentation ended? And they were just like, what the fuck is this? What happened? And I see now is because I think Sony did not. It looked like something went wrong with their whole with their presentation somewhere down the line, and they had to do other shit because they had to move all the attendees to some other place to watch the actual conference. Like they were in the garden to watch this, or church looking thing, to watch the damn thing, to watch The Last of Us, and they had to move back inside or back somewhere else. So they had to cut off to someone else talking, another group talking about the games they were going to show. And that was a bit of a strange move. And it just felt weird for E3. It didn't really even feel like an E3 presentation. It felt more like they were trying to be different. I hate it when these companies try and feel like they're special. You're not special. You make games. You all make games. Just produce them. Just produce them and sell them, and just get it out to us as soon as you can in a presentable form. That's all the gamers really asked for. But that was it for The Last of Us, and that was just that was just that. Next up was the Ghost of Tsushima. Now that game looked awesome. I gotta say, it just looked really good. I joked as I was watching it looked like Samurai Jack, because it had like that that stretch of land, those grasslands, where I was just like, is he gonna walk that whole way? I know he got on the horse, but it's like, this reminded me of Samurai Jack. But it quickly got into action, and it just looked very. It looked kind of choreographed. I don't know how the gameplay is going to be. I mean, when the actual game, when they actually start presenting it, and showing what the button prompts are, because I can imagine that'd be pretty well, I can imagine. I don't know how Owl could look, you know. So I'm guessing some kind of parry system, an attack system. I can't remember the game that did a parry and attack system. That's reminded me of. It's reminded me of some game, and I can't think of it right now. But I can't imagine it being too complicated. From what we saw anyway. But the game looked like it came out of a samurai movie, and it looks beautiful. I mean, it's probably running on a PS4 Pro, so I can imagine in 4K it's going to look, you know, just absolutely gorgeous and whatnot. So, you know, that's just that for Ghost of Tsushima. And so, you know, I don't think they gave a release date for it, so it's just showing it off. And I think a lot of games this year at E3 just showed they just showed the games and didn't have many release dates, and that's just kind of, it's just a little disappointing. You know, you want to know when it's coming out. They gave out like a window, like 2019 or something like that, which I can imagine this is 2019. I think they might have said that, but you know, I just want to see a date, and I'll get into that later, but that's pretty much it for Ghost of Tsushima. It looked beautiful, and I can imagine it plays beautiful. It kind of looked. I mean, I didn't imagine, for some reason, as I was watching, I didn't imagine him jumping when he jumped on that little building to get inside the building. I don't know why. I just didn't think the game that'd be that much movement involved. You know, I thought it'd be very straightforward. No linear movement or anything, or upward movement and stuff, and he swung on his like little rope thing. So that's, I mean, it's interesting in that sense. So I'm excited for it. So next up was Control, which would look like Quantum Break. Well, they even say that it looked like Quantum Break for PS4. And I think it's a multi-plat probably, but it looks like it's going to be interesting. I don't know how Quantum Break was, but you know, it looks interesting. So you know, there's that. This was really awesome. Resident Evil 2 remaster, or remake. Looks more like a remake to me, because I don't know if they're doing the whole. It doesn't look like they're doing the whole camera angles that they used to do back in the PS1 days. So it looks like it's going to be awesome. It's coming out January 25th. That's it's not a ways off, but it's enough that it's just, you know, it's not too bad. Too bad it's not Christmas. That kind of pisses me off that they are making Christmas time. You know, I mean, y'all couldn't have made a December 15th or something like that, but whatever. December 10th, but what can you do? Looks awesome though. Looks really good. So I'm excited about that. It looks beautiful too. I mean, you know, looks grimy and whatnot, but it looks like a really good game. So next up was Kingdom Hearts 3, and they showed the Pirates of the Caribbean world again, or not again, but you know, the returning world from Kingdom Hearts 2, and it looks really good. I think the character models look really good for this game as well. They showed off Jack Sparrow and the other cast of that movie. The sand looks beautiful. You know, the characters look beautiful. Looks really good. The Kingdom Hearts 3 is looking more like a continuation. I shouldn't say continuation, because the goddamn story's so bloated and crazy, but it seems like Kingdom Hearts 3 is following kind of the same path as Kingdom Hearts 2. And Kingdom Hearts 2 was my favorite Kingdom Hearts, right next to Birth by Sleep. So I'm happy about that. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, it just looks like it's going to be really good. I just also wish this was not January. I believe I said in my last video, January 29th, and you know, y'all couldn't have made December. I'm just, you know, y'all had like 5 years to work on this, right? It's been like 5 years they've been working on it officially. I think they showed it off at E3 2014, I think, or 13. I can't remember, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute, y'all. They should be able to make December at least for Christmas time. That seems ridiculous to miss that Christmas time to get those sales. So whatever. I can't. If I send them a letter, they wouldn't read it anyway. But you know, the game looks awesome nevertheless. I just want to play it and get out the way, you know. And just, I've been a fan since like 2003, 2004. whenever I got the first Kingdom Hearts, and I've been playing it ever since. And so it's just nice to see the ending of this whole Xehanort saga. I believe they're calling it soon. So on to the next one. So they had Death Stranding, and I don't have a lot to say about it. It's this weirdness, and I don't know Hideo Kojima games. I never played any of them, but I know it's famous for being weird, and this one's definitely weird. It's a lot of walking, and I don't know what else they're gonna really have for the gameplay. So it's what it is. That's all I can really say. Unfortunately, it's what it is, and for the fans of Hideo Kojima, I'm happy for you. But I guess it's worth a pickup if you're interested, if at all, in the story, because I can imagine it's going to just get weirder and weirder. Neo 2 got announced, and I think this was an announcement. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up Neo. I didn't play the first one, so I don't know. But I think it got good reviews, and people liked it. So good for the people that liked it. And my favorite here was Spider-Man. I don't think this article has the other stuff that is on there, like the Black Ops DLC and the Destiny and some more on what's that game? Days Gone. I don't know when that game's coming out, but it's I think they were there in like a small sizzle reel. But Spider-Man looks awesome. I mean, you see all these villains. You see Vulture, Rhino, Scorpion, Electro. And oh God, I'm missing someone. Dang it, I'm missing someone. But it looked really good. It looks like it's blending cinematics with gameplay very well. It just looks like a joy to play. The gameplay looks good, and the cinematics look great. So I can imagine I'm going to enjoy the hell out of that game when it comes out. It just looks awesome. And in my personal opinion, Spider-Man again saved this conference. I mean, I liked Tsushima. Neo showed almost nothing. That was like a couple seconds. What else was there? Kingdom Hearts looked fine. It's just, Spider-Man seems to be the big game that they're really pushing, and I'm just like, this is like the second, third year that they're relying on Spider-Man at the end to gain interest, because Sony's conferences are just kind of boring. I don't understand. I mean, they're just super boring. I can't really put it in any other way. And I'm going to be ending this video soon. I don't want to take too much time, but I'd like to take the time to say, like, just Sony's their conferences have been declining in the past couple years, and maybe due to the success of the PlayStation 4, they don't have to try very hard. But I was expecting other things. I was expecting Shenmue, like some kind of trailer on Shenmue, even if it was just like barely what you could call a trailer. I mean, like just a couple scenes of something happening, or even a reminder to get the Shenmue remasters, the 1 and 2, right? I think they're doing that for the PS4. Something on Shenmue, unless I missed it. But I was expecting a little bit more from them. I really was. But what can you do? Xbox's conference still, I think, was the better one. They showed a lot, and I know there's multiplats, but they're still really. I thought it was an impressive conference. It was enjoyable. This was they just showed trailer after trailer after trailer, and I'm kind of used to someone coming out and explaining what's going on, kind of like with Ubisoft's, but like not shit, But I was expecting, I'm just used to that, and this format just didn't seem to apply. I mean, they didn't want to apply that, so it was just it just became a little uninteresting. I was also expecting, what's it, Mortal Kombat 11, right? Like I thought they were, I had a feeling that was going to get announced this year, and there was no Mortal Kombat 11. It's kind of time for one, but that's just me being a fan. There's another announcement. No Final Fantasy 7. That's crazy. I know that's probably far in development, but that's crazy that it's not doing anything, and I'm not too sure about the development of that. right? Because I don't know if CyberConnect is still developing it. I think they had not a falling out, but they're doing something weird, right? They're not developing it anymore, or something. It's been a while since I kept up with that, but it's what it is. But let me see if there's anything else. I think there was that one. This is that one artistic game, kind of from software, from software, and you know, it's whatever. It's the what was it, PSVR game. I don't care for VR. So that was it. I hope you guys, you know, enjoy the video. I'll do some other reviews on the other conferences. I didn't get to, my recording messed up with the other stuff, so I didn't get to post it today. But I'll try and post Square Enix and Ubisoft. Those shouldn't be as long as this one, which I know is like super long. But thank you for watching, and have a good day.